Hi guys, welcome back to Simple Living. So today we have the first garden tour of the season. We're gonna start in this corner, which is one of my 3 rubber plants. He is doing so great because he's planted in the soil that we have here in the garden, which is very clay-like. It's clay, so it's very hard. It's not very nutritious, but he's pulling through, and I'm so proud of him. Here we go up to my 6th garden bed, and then we'll go onto the row of greenstalks or greenstalk alley, how I like to call them. Over here we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pea plants. I planted these very early, thinking that they were gonna be producing by this time, and obviously they're not. I actually pulled some of them out because I wanted to plant my squashes. That's the rampicante squash, and this is a cucumber. And then we have the Petit Degrees melon. It's supposed to be a very small melon, so I assume it should be okay growing in this trellis. If not, then we can let it grow down. On this side, which is the most luscious part of my garden, I think right now, we have daikon radish, which I also thought it will be done by this time, but it's not. I'm letting it go as long as I can, hopefully until the end of the month, and you'll have decent radishes for us to harvest. Most of my bed are lined with onions, and a bunch of them are doing so well. Others are not so much, but it's the surface soil, like maybe the first 6 to 8 inches of soil that are very good. The soil in the bottom of the beds is actually pretty bad soil. It's very sandy. I got it from a greenhouse, and the soil ended up not being very good. But I'm hoping that because it has around 8 inches of good soil on top, that most of the plants will be okay. Going over to this side, I have some more daikon radish plants in the middle. These ones are not doing as good as those, and they were all planted at the same time. So I'm a little worried, or maybe there's something going wrong in this bed. Also, the onions don't look as good as they look on that side. Over here, I have my quick snack cucumber. It looks rough, but the new leaves looks very clean. Some nasturtium just for prettiness and flowers, and my Armenian cucumber that I hope pulls through. If not, I will replant it again. I'm actually thinking of replanting the plants that look very sad. On this side, I have a Haogen melon. A renal being the dye, so I will have to replant this one. And a gimlet cucumber. This is one of the hybrids that I got from Joni's seed. It's supposed to be like neon green looking. And then these ones over here I'll call rabbit, that I also thought would be done, but obviously isn't. Yeah, around the middle we have the biggest. These are the only 2 garlics heads that survive from last year planting, because I originally planted them on the green stalks over there, back there, that also have garlic, but they all die. So I replanted those with spring garlic, but this one has been going on since last year. So I assume this one should be done rather soonish. And then on this side, we have my heirloom tomatoes. These 2 are growing beautifully, even though the leaves in the bottom are a little yellow. I assume that was transplant shock because all the new leaves coming up are very green. But also the onions on these sides don't look as good. We are on a slope, and these are the bottom of the slope, so I assume most of the nutrients run out, which means I should really heavy compost or fertilize this area. Especially because I want this one to be great. This one is my Dr. Witch's tomato, which is my favorite tomato. we'll come back to the green sauce. These are my determinate tomatoes. These are all Napoli variety. Most of them are doing great. Like I said, some of the leaves in the bottom look yellow, but all the new leaves look good. And this one is the bed that has the best depth of soil. When I was planting them, I could go a good foot into the ground and have all that good soil. But the onions also not doing very well. I'm really wondering why that one is the bed that has the best onions. This is kohlrabi and broccoli. This is supposed to be my pepper bed. I'm a little worried that I'm gonna have to pull these ones out rather soonish. I had some lettuce on that bed that I actually had to pull out because it bolted. So I'm assuming these ones probably aren't too far behind bolting. If not, at the end of the month, at least I'll pull out the kohlrabi if it's not done by then, which is so sad, but I can always try again in the fall. This one is my cabbage bed. I love cabbage. I have some red and some green varieties. The red ones are growing beautifully. The green, not so much. I'm not really sure why. I heavily amended this bed. Yeah, I assume probably it's because it's getting very hot now, but you can see some small heads turning. This is the one bed that I can let go because I don't really need it. But we'll see. Now we're gonna go through greenstalk olive. These 3 beds are all planted in garlic. And as you can see, they're doing beautifully, which I'm very excited about. We're gonna have garlic to give and gift. Is the saying in Spanish is para dar y regalar. So to give and gift. Plenty. This is supposed to be my flowering greenstalk. I planted gladiolus, lilies. In the bottom you can see nasturtium, but some of them didn't came up, or they came up very patchy. I planted them in a row, so every row was gonna be a different flower, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna work out. So I'm probably just gonna put random flowers in those buckets to not have it look empty. So these 3 green stalks along the edge are all planted in strawberries. There's so many blossoms on them. I am so excited. These 2 might look empty. They have carrot seedlings. They are very small. They are not growing rather fast, but it's also getting very hot very fast. So I'm scared some of them will actually die. And some of them actually didn't come up. And I replanted them 3 times. So I'm probably just going to put flowers in them or herbs. I actually would like to do a whole greenstalk tower full of herbs. So I was thinking of buying another one because I have 9. So I could possibly have 10. An even number. As mentioned, those are strawberry and another carrot one. This one is doing the worst out of those 2. Here we have my chicken coop. We have 4 chickens that got moved today. I have the omelet igloo cube in the 12-feet run. I love it. My husband doesn't. He says it's very cheaply made, but I really like it because I am able to move it by myself. We have omelet, which is the yellow one in the back, fried, the black one. Poach is our only red one, and then the black and white that's also under the coop is scrambled. She happens to be my favorite one together with fried. They're all very nice, except Omelette. She's our Easter egger, and she's the most skittish out of all of them. This is my in-ground garden, and it's a work in process. These are my potatoes, which are growing beautifully. I'm so impressed. I'm so proud. Keep rocking on. This one I just planted, and I will have to water today. These 3 rows are planted in corn. Over here we have winter squash, melons, except these 3 over here are goose beans, and these over here are summer squash. The ones at the end are empty is because I plan on putting sweet potatoes in them, which won't be planted until beginning of June. Pardon me if you hear my cat. She wants to come outside. These are the seedlings that I still need to plant. These are my peppers. If you've been here for a while, you saw me plant this in February. This is the arroz con pollo pepper. That hasn't grown much overall. But the review said that it takes forever to grow. But once it grows, it puts a lot of peppers. I don't know, I'm kind of losing my hope. Here we have a bunch of herbs like thyme, sage, rosemary, basils. These are mostly flowers. We have zinnias, more nasturtium, sunflowers. We have my handy dandy eggplants. And then here we have St. John's wort, which is supposed to be very good medicinally. We have some lobelia over here that I need to find a place to plant. We have my lettuce / spinach bed. We have my other rhubarb plant. Is that a bee? Here I planted a loofah. The idea was for it to trail over and take over the thing, but I might have to replant this. I mean, it's not dying, but it's not doing great. This is a black raspberry plant that I thought I killed. But it's putting greens, and there's some strawberries on the top, on the front, because when I first ordered our strawberries, I ordered 100 from Joni Seeds. And I ended up getting like 105 or 6. So I had extra. Plus the greenstalk only took 96. So I planted them over here. 3 of them died. So I actually transplanted 3 of them over to the greenstalks today. This is my current plant. I got this one from Berlin Seeds. And it looks like it's going to die. Trees and me don't get along. And it's okay. Because me and melons and cucumbers couldn't get along. And they're growing fine right now. Knock on wood. I'll take those over the currants if I have to. We have more strawberries. Our apple mint plant. And then over here we have lemon mint. This is a gooseberry plant that looks like it's doing okay. But now the leaves look a little light green. So it's making me think I need to fertilize her. When I pulled the strawberries over here, I saw a lot of ants. I've been seeing a lot of ants in my garden. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to put ant traps in every single garden bed I have. And, and then that's Halo. We take her out in a play mat, her and her sister. And she's being very vocal about wanting to come out. This is my star rhubarb. She is growing so well. I did saw a bunch of ants over here, and I put an ant trap that I actually threw away before starting this video. It was covered in ants. This one did try to flower. I pull it up. I plucked it off. I ripped the flower apart because I wanted to go to flower. I probably won't be able to really harvest anything this year, but next year we should have plenty of rhubarb to come around. I want to try and do rhubarb strawberry jam because a lot of people swear by it. My goodness gracious. And there goes the strain.
That's great.
I love my cats, but Halo is a Maine Coon and she's definitely a trouble child. But that is the end. We'll go to bring her outside a little bit. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and I'll see you on the next video.